Hello, my dear students. Welcome back. It's Miss Noha, your science teacher. Now it's time for your science class. So let's begin. Today we will finish lesson 2. We will make a revision on the whole lesson because we already finished it. So let's make a review on what we took on this lesson, day and night patterns. During that lesson, you made observations about the patterns of day and night, so I guess we fulfilled the objective. We will review together the lesson quickly so that you can solve the lesson review. So quickly, I will go through the lesson. You don't have to open the pages, just listen to me. During this lesson, we said that Earth is moving around the Sun and it takes about 365 days to move around the Sun. Okay? We said also that Earth is spinning and that's what causes day and night. We also said the Moon is moving around Earth. So what causes day and night? It's because Earth is spinning, so the part of the Earth that is facing the Sun is daytime, and the part that is facing away from the Sun is night time. Then we talked about different times of the day. We said that the sky changes as Earth spins. Earth makes one complete turn every day. Then we took horizon, and we said horizon is the line where Earth and the sky seem to meet. Okay, so again, it takes how long to make one complete spin? Earth takes about 24 hours or 1 day. Okay, so 12 hours daytime and 12 hours nighttime, but sometimes, of course, it varies or changes. Then we said, what is the horizon? Again, we are reviewing right now. I guess all of you know about it by now. This line, okay, where Earth and the sky seem to meet, we said this line is called the horizon. What about sunrise? We said sunrise is the time of the day when the sun appears appears to rise above the horizon. So this line is called the horizon and the sun is rising above the horizon. This is called what? The sun. What about the sunset? The sunset is the time of the day when the sun appears to sink below the horizon. Where is the horizon? Here. So as you can see, the sun appears to sink below the horizon. Finally, we talked about the moon phases. As you can see, the moon phases. Does the moon shine? That's the first question. Does the moon shine? When you look in the night sky and you see the moon, you think it is shining, but actually the moon does not make its own light. It only what? It only reflects light from the sun. So here is the sun. The sun is shining because it's a star, but the moon is just a piece of rock. So the sun is shining and the moon reflects the light from the sun, and if you are here on Earth, you will see the moon shining. Throughout the month, we said we see different shapes of the moon. The part that is lit, it may become bigger or smaller, so we see different shapes of the moon. These different shapes are called phases. They are called phases of the moon. Why? Because the moon actually, its shape does not change, but the amount of light that is shining on the moon changes. So that's why you can see different phases of the moon. Why? Because the moon is moving around Earth, as you saw in the... Okay, we reviewed the whole lesson. And I think all of you understood the lesson. It's very easy. Now, open up page 37 in your book. Let's solve some questions in your book together. Okay, Use what you have learned to answer these questions. The patterns that can be predicted. Okay, what can you predict? Predict, we said, means what? Predict means guess. What can you guess? Can you guess the path of the sun across the sky? We all know that in the morning it's sunrise and then sunset, so you can guess the pattern of the sun or the path of the sun. Okay, sunrise and sunset, can you also guess the timing? Yes, you can. What about the moon phases? You will know the moon phases because it does not change. Okay, so the moon phases or the phases of the moon also you can guess. So I guess the answer is all of them. We can guess all of that. Okay, remember the sundial? The sundial, we saw it at the beginning of our lesson. We said it is used to tell us the time by using the shadow from the sun. That's why it's called the sundial. So we are using the shadow from the sun. Tap the statement that is correct. Sundials work using the pattern of the sun. It uses the sun, yes or no? Sundials work using the pattern of the moon. Sundials do not need a pattern to work. What do you think? Which answer is correct? A, B, or C? I'm giving you a second to think. And I'm sure all of you chose A because we said sundials, it uses the pattern of the sun to tell us the time. Okay. Lesson review. So we will keep answering some questions to make sure that you understood the lesson completely. Let's look at the first one. What movement causes the phases of the moon? Okay, we all know that is Earth and the moon is moving around Earth, and that's what causes the different phases of the moon. So let's see which answer you will choose. The movement of the moon and Earth, that's what causes the phases of the moon. The movement of Earth and the sun, the movement of the sun and Earth. What do you think? Which one is correct? Of course, the first one, the moon and Earth. As you can see here in the picture, the moon and Earth. Okay. Right now, we can see a tree and the sun. We all know that sun rise from the east, and sunset in the west. Okay, so I'm sure that you went to the park one day and you saw your shadow, and your shadow is different in the during the sunrise and during the sunset. So let's see this question. What happens to a shadow made by the sun during the day? Your shadow during the day, it stays the same or it changes? It stays the same or it changes, your shadow? Of course, it changes, as we are seeing right now. The shadow is changing. Okay. Third question, when Qatar is facing away from the sun, if Qatar is facing away from the sun, here is Earth, and let's say Qatar is facing away from the sun, what time of the day is it there? So what do you think, what time of the day will be here? Is it morning, night, or noon? If Qatar is facing away from the sun, it will be night time. Okay. Fourth question and the last question. As I said, try to say your answer before I say it. Why can we see the moon at night? Why can we see the moon at night? The moon makes its own light. Does the moon make its own light just like the stars? Earth lights the moon. Earth lights the moon. The moon reflects light from the sun. The moon reflects light from the sun. If you said this is the correct answer, means you understood the lesson. The moon, yeah, here in the picture, the moon is reflecting light from the sun. We said it acts like a mirror. Okay, thank you all for attending today. We made a quick revision on the lesson. You are going to solve the worksheet. I will show it to you now. Here is your worksheet. You will solve it and you will send it back to me. Thank you and see you next time.